Okay. Sorry, my camera dropped out. So as I was saying, we can be gods. We are literally gods incarnate. Uh, Baby gods, so to speak. Jesus in Psalms says, I said unto you, ye are gods and children of the Most High. In John 10, verses 34 and 35, he specifically states that, did I not say unto you of old that ye are gods? And if I said that ye are gods unto them that receive the gospel, no, I'm sorry, unto them that receive the scriptures, is it then not true? It, we are literal gods incarnate. And people always forget those two verses when they're talking about, oh, we're children of God, right? We're literal children of God. We can become gods. They forget about those two verses because they're not taught those verses. Christ isn't like secretive about this. He's straight up front. We're gods. Like, I said you're gods, and I meant it. You're gods. You just have to fulfill that. You have to live up to that. And people forget that. That he's like, oh, really? Like, you don't understand the scriptures, huh? Um, and again, anytime I see anyone get into an argument with someone who's not a member of the church, who's fighting against the church, and they're like, oh, there's nowhere in the Bible that says that we can become gods. Christ up front outright says it twice in the Bible. Once in Psalms 82, and then he quotes Psalms 82 in John 10:34, 35, and 30. Yeah, I believe it's 34 and 35. But he quotes himself straight up. I said you're gods. I meant it. I really did. He's not saying hypothetically we're made in the image of God, or poetically that we can do this. He is straight up saying you're gods. Like, there's no hindrance or subversion to it. It's not even in a parable. It's just a straight up, that's the facts, folks. So that's the fifth thing you have to accept, is that we can become gods, but you have to live up to it. And those are the five main things you have to be able to accept if you're going to accept the church and gain a testimony of it. The Book of Mormon, if you have a testimony of the Book of Mormon, you have a testimony of Joseph Smith. If the Book of Mormon is true, Joseph Smith is true. And then you have a testimony of Joseph Smith. And you have to have that testimony of Joseph Smith in order for everything else in the church to be true. You have to have a testimony that you can become a god. You have to have a testimony that families can be together forever. They aren't necessarily going to be, but they can be. That's all up to each individual member of the family. You have to have a testimony of Jesus Christ. You have to. You can't not and not be a Christian. You can't not and be a Christian. If you don't have a testimony of Jesus Christ, you're not a Christian. You might act Christian-like, but you're not a Christian if you don't have a testimony of Jesus Christ. And oftentimes these are things people don't like to talk about. They're like, shh, gotta be quiet. You can't talk about those things. And these are some of the things that I feel like I need to share with the world. And so I'm putting them out there. Yeah, it's 2 videos. They're kind of split up because my camera died out. Sorry. Anyway. So here they are. And I hope you guys kind of enjoy what I had to say. I'll probably post again next week with some more stuff that I feel like I need to say. I'm going to follow the Spirit on this and talk about whatever the Spirit tells me to talk about. You guys have a wonderful day and enjoy.